First of all, I'd like to say to Dr. Casey, welcome back. And I pray for you, and I ask the members of SCLC what you do.
I appreciate it.
Glad to see you and happy to learn of your successful operation. I also hope that my comments tonight don't give you any discomfort. I boarded a plane a few days ago for Detroit, and when I was in line to pass through the metal detector, I was asked to take the change out of my pocket. My wallet, placed them on a tray. My wallet contained my credit cards, my Social Security card, my insurance card, driver's license, etc. And then I was asked to take my belt off, held up my pants. Then I was asked to take my shoes off. And then when I successfully passed through the metal detector, the security guard smiled and gave me my change back. He gave me my wallet back that contained all of my important information that made me who I was. And then I was permitted to go and board the plane. In 1954, the Supreme Court of this country decided that segregation in public education was inherently unequal and demanded that the schools in the South be desegregated with all deliberate speed. When black folks were then ushered onto this plane that we call integration, but before we were allowed to board it, we had to give up our culture, our heritage, our taste, our interests, our values, everything that made us who we were, we had to give up. We had to give up the teachers who lived among us, who went to our churches, who had a relationship with our parents, who loved our children, praised them when they wanted it, and disciplined them when they needed it, and the police was nowhere around. Very few of our children dropped out of school. We were so busy trying to drop in. And anybody who knows anything about history know well that the education that was provided in those days for our children was a lot better than our children are receiving now. I'm here tonight because I have some concerns. But before I proceed, I want to make sure I have the facts right. The two black principals, one at Valdosta High and one at Lomax Elementary, were they replaced by white principals?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes, sir.
One of them has been replaced by white, and the decision was made tonight to reconsider the high school.
Let me just tell you that black children, not unlike other children, learn not just by what they hear, but what they see. I just had a session with 4 young black men before I came to tonight. And I asked each one of them, what do you want to be? Not a single one said, I want to be a teacher. Not a single one of them said, I want to be a principal. In this system, there are young black children who go from kindergarten through high school and never have a black teacher and never have a black principal. Everybody in authority in this system and make any major decisions about our children is white. Everybody. I know that there are 2 or 3 who have some position, but when you read what their what their obligations are, what their responsibilities are. They have little authority. There's always, the ultimate authority belongs to somebody white. Superintendent is white. The assistant superintendent of finance is white. The head of the human resource department is white. The director of instructional technology is white. The director of social services is white. The director of employee benefits is white. The director of food services is white. The receptionist is white. The federal and state programs director is white. The business services director is white. The person in charge of the payroll is white. The Valdosta early college education director is white. All three of the coordinators of special education are white. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm telling you, we can't keep going down this road. At some point, we've got to take a look at what's happening and say we need to fix it. And I want to speak specifically to those from my community who represent the interests of our children. I would hope that you would make sure that you represent the interests of the children that you represent. I love you and I thank you for my time.